Hello there, this is James from atmmultimedia.com, and I'd like to show you a resource that I use frequently on the internet. I build websites for a living, and usually some of my managers will ask me to build a website fairly quickly, and one of the things that I need to do is be able to create a website fairly rapidly. And one of the features that I'm going to show you with this website is called the CSS Menu Maker. So you may have to make a website that involves a CSS menu. And what I love about this website is that you can actually create CSS menus from a list of different types of CSS menus. You've got your drop-down CSS, horizontal CSS menu, and your vertical CSS menu. Now, personally, I like to use the vertical CSS menus because it gives me the option to add more pages going down the actual screen than going across horizontally. So if you're building a website that's got a horizontal menu, an example, if you run out of space, it's going to cause problems. But with a vertical menu, I can add as many links as I want going downwards without worrying about the width of the site. So in this example, I'm just going to show you how to create a simple vertical CSS menu. So I'm just going to click on the View All Vertical CSS Menus, and you see we have a wide selection of menus here. I'm going to select this blue one. And the great thing about the menus on this actual website is that the browser compatibility suits all the major browsers, especially including IE6. So we can customize the code, we can download the source here, and we can download the images. But what I like to do is customize the website menu on the actual site, so I can add my own buttons, add my own pages. So I'm only going to add 3 links here because it's fairly straightforward how to do it. As you can see, you type in your title, your link, and the target. Now, for this website, I want all my pages to link throughout the website to use the same window path. But if you had an external link to another site, you'd use New Site window. Reason being is if you have a website and people want to link to you, or you link to them I should say, that when you open a new window, the web user can go back on your website because it's just tabbed in another browser window. So it's always good to use the new button, new window, when needed be if you're developing to a new site. So I'm just going to add the contact HTML in here. So when you've added all your buttons, you go to preview menu, and you can see our menu's previewed there. I can carry on editing that, add as many as I like, or I can download. So I'm just going to go to download, and download now, and it'll save it in a zip file. So if I just save the file, click OK, and you see it saved the file. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Dreamweaver and we'll show you how you can modify the CSS in the code and how you apply it into a website. Okay, I've opened the menu zip folder that's been downloaded from the CSS Menu Maker website, and within the folder there is a file called sample.html. This is where our code is for the actual menu, the HTML. And if we look in the code, we can see in the head tags the external link for the CSS style sheet for this menu. So if you're going to use this into another website, you'd have to copy and paste the menu code into the head tag of the website we're going to use, which is really handy really because we're not going to get over confused with CSS in one sheet. And this is actually a trial version of Dreamweaver CS4, which I'm looking at the moment. And one of the things I would like to show you if you're new to CSS is the menus can be modified within the CSS styles. So I can modify my CSS styles on this section on the right hand side. This is ideal if you're new to CSS and you don't know how to hand code just yet, or you just want a visual reference. So in this example I want to change the background color to blue, so I'm going to click on menu A, and you see we have a pop-up box here So I'm going to select the background. I'm going to change the background color to blue. I'm going to click apply, and you can see you can change your CSS using the CSS styles panel in Dreamweaver. I prefer to use the panels as well, but sometimes I need to use the code, but it's entirely up to you. But I would encourage you to know both, but as for ease of use, I prefer to use the CSS styles here. This is James from ATM Multimedia. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it becomes in use for you when you're designing your websites. If you need something on the fly, something quick, and you can easily modify the code in Dreamweaver. Thanks for watching.